by Mann. Snowmen with top hats making jazz hands. Is this really what Christmas has come to? The snowmen seem to think so. Their black button eyes are grinning and they're practically crawling all over the wrapping paper. I look at the paper again. It's cheap, but folded precisely. The sellotape is smudgeless and cut with scissors. I know who did this. There's only one person this neat in my family. But I don't look up. Instead, I stay in ignorance and weigh it in my hands. Rule number 1 of Secret Santa, stretch out the suspense. So, I shake it. And I squeeze it in my fingers. It's firm, but gives slightly. A book of some sort, but thin and almost the length of my arm. Too big to sit on any respectable coffee table that I know of. I use my nails and rip a thin tapering slit. It's barely off when my brother says, "I know what that is." He likes to be first, always has. Quick off the mark in sports, riddles, crosswords, and all sorts of useless things. And my dad loves him for it. But all I can see is some beige background on serif fonts. He wants me to ask how he knows, so I don't. I just pull off the paper. This is no coffee table book. It's a wall chart. The wall chart. The wall chart that lived in our kitchen diner for 20 years. That framed 1,000 conversations about history and power. That's 18 feet long. That my sister was sick on. And that was fingered so many times that Dad had it laminated. It is the wall chart of the history of the world. "I'll swap with you," says my brother. That is another rule, swapping. You see, we do Secret Santa blind. It started after the divorce. Nobody knew what to get Dad's girlfriend. So he suggested we just put a random present in there, not with anyone particular in mind, and then swap after. Now we pretend it's a matter of principle. The swapping crap generic presents is somehow less consumerist. But I like my present this year. And anyway, we normally swap after we've unwrapped them. So I stall. "But Pete, you haven't unwrapped yours yet." His lips smile, but his eyes are dead still. He watches me for a moment from the depths of the sofa, then turns to his gift. I turn to mine. It's a thing of wonder. A weird Victorian pre-Darwinist concoction that plots Adam and Cain at one end and Queen Vic at the other. Each biblical character and nation is a hand-drawn route, creeping through history, splitting, connecting and merging. It's all there. Eden to Egypt, Rome to Napoleon. The empires rise, rule, and ultimately fall. And it was the fall that I loved. A great flood, a bloody battle, or, in Rome's case, a decay. A dwindling of influence, a gradual slide and decline of power. They all fall in the end. I look up at my sister. She has outdone herself. She tries to look blank, but then breaks into a grin. I want to hug her. Where did she find it? I imagine her hunting through a musty bookshop on a dark Oxford night. Pete, however, is not grinning. His broad shoulders and bare paws are hunched over a small blue box. He says, "It's some kind of girly spa weekend. Right up your street, swap." I say, "I'll think about it." Normally, we're polite about swaps, we don't push. But Pete can't sit still. Sucks his teeth, he drums his fingers on the box. And my sister hates conflict and is awkward now. Her smile's all forced and tight-lipped like a chimpanzee's. Pete doesn't care. He leans back, leans forward, shakes his head. And when he shakes it, something happens. His overgel hair dislodges somehow and reveals his scalp. He's thinning on top. He's bad, in fact. I'm not sure how he covered it. He must have layered each strand to get that out of bed look. But now it's all wrong. A comb over. A vanity. This is my brother. My taller, stronger, better looking brother. The one my friends ogled all through school, who won Hunk of the Month on ski trip. My dad's pride and joy. Now looking kind of old. I reach back and check my hair. Still there. He speaks to the crowd, lays it on thick. Come on, swap with me, it's Christmas. And anyway, where would you put it? But I see it in their eyes. They're distracted by his hair. A surprise they weren't banking on. I look at the chart. Where will I put it? He was obsessed with it when we were little. Always quizzing Dad, showing off the pointless facts he'd collected, hogging the conversation. But that's just what he was like. It doesn't make it any more his. And yeah, he has a house. But my parents helped buy it. Before the crash, before they went broke, he persuaded them it was an investment. He has a fucking house! I'll be damned if I give him my secret Santa. But I know the rules, so I frown and consider. I think back to the Christmas in Finchley when he got a Nintendo and banned me from using it on holiday. And to the one in Yorkshire where our cousins, where he wrote a sign that read Gaylord and stuck it on me back. Or the time when he woke up early and unwrapped all my presents. They let him off because he was too young to know. He knew exactly what he was doing. But in those days he was cute. You can get away with a lot when you've got dimples and charm. And when he grew up into a 6'10" athletic teenager with perfect teeth, well, then you can get away with more. He'd prepare for Christmas by making long lists just to push the limit. He'd need a new bat for cricket, or a board for snowboarding, or whatever new sport he was learning. And he'd always get them. And I, like the sucker I was, would get some books or a board game that cost a fifth of the price. And then we'd finally play the game, and he'd find some way to cheat and spoil it. But he's not so cute now. The dimples gave way to lines and jowls. His trousers look tight. His shirt bulges. And there's something ogreish about his slouch. There are bags under his eyes from too many parties, or maybe struggling at work. And his girlfriends are wet and come one after the other and nobody likes them. And now, his hair. Come on, he glowers. Swap with me. I could protest. I could tell him I bought that voucher, that it cost me 50 quid. But instead, I'll look at Rome. Look up. Shake the head. He squirms. He looks around, he clears his throat. The words come fast. You know, that chart means more to me. I hold it tighter in my lap. You'd never have swapped, you were just pretending. It's true, I know, but that's not the point. You're only doing it to piss me off, you fucking ballless piece of shit! And he's gone too far. He's broken the rules. He's ruined the mood. Never insult the presents. The moment you do, the system collapses. We'd all have to recognise how shit they are. How little we still know Dad's girlfriend. How much Christmas stinks. He's run out of steam. The room is with me. But, just to be sure, I say, calm down, Pete. And it works. He hates it being told to calm down, to chill out, to relax. And he chokes, and he throws his present straight at me. But it's not cricket, or tennis, or something he knows. It's a girly spa voucher, and it doesn't fly true. The box curves in the air and knocks Dad's wine all over the Urkel sofa. Dad shouts, "Get out!" My brother gets up, walks to the door, and slams it behind him. Dad's girlfriend grimaces. My sister rolls her eyes. Dad says, "What a selfish cunt." And they all nod. This is the gift I've been waiting for.